important problems of the topic lines and angles, and they have these questions have come many times in the examination, and because of that I have decided to discuss these questions with you in the YouTube studio. See here, actually how to solve the problem. The first question says, in the figure 6.30, AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD. See here, this is the line AB and it is parallel to CD. See, what I do is, I can note down those points here. The key points here are AB is parallel to CD, and second key point is EF is parallel to CD, and the third key point is angle GED is equal to 26 degree. 126 degree, sorry. This angle is 126 degree. So this angle is 126 degree. Now the question that is asked to you is, what is the measure of angle AGE? This is AGE. And next is, what is the measure of GEF? And what is the measure of FGE? Just a repeat, you see, what is asked, you just tell you, this is your AGE, this is your AGE, and this is your GED. This is your GED. So these two angles you have to just, I think by mere seeing itself we can say that it is alternate interior angle. See, we can use the hint here. The first hint says AB is parallel to CD. The first hint says AB is parallel to CD. This is given to us. I call it as first equation. Whatever key points are given, I am noting down those key points. Actually here AB is parallel to CD and GE is the transversal. So whatever points are given, those points only you have to use to solve the problem. G is the transversal. So now what will happen here is, if this is 126, then this also will be equal to 126. So because it is alternate interior angle. So what I will do here is, angle GED will be equal to angle AGE, and that will be equal to 126 degree. And here you should write the reason also, because alternate interior angles. So you must and should mention the reason, otherwise it is of no use. So what I have got is, the first question is solved. AGE we wanted, and I have calculated AGE. The first part is over. Now the second part is, you have to find GEF. You see, you want GEF, and in this GEF, this angle is 90. So this 126 degree minus 90, so this will be equal to how much? 36 degree. This entire angle is 126 degree, and from this entire angle, if I subtract this angle, I will get this angle GEF, and GEF is equal to how much? 36 degree. So how to write the sentences, I will tell you. Actually here, angle GED is equal to 126 degree. And this is not my sentence, it is given in the book. So if angle GED is 126 degree, so GED is nothing but GEF plus FED. So what I write here, GED is equal to angle GEF plus angle FED is equal to 126 degree. But let us use the third hint. The third hint says EF is perpendicular to CD. If EF is perpendicular to CD, then this angle is equal to 90 degree. So it is given that EF is perpendicular to CD. Therefore I can say that angle FED is equal to 90 degree. Angle FED is equal to 90 degree. See, if I put here, then what I will get is angle GEF plus 90 degree is equal to 126 degree. Instead of FED, I have put here 90 degree. So in that case, what I'll get is angle GEF is equal to 126 degree minus 90 degree. So angle GEF I'll get that is equal to 36 degree. I hope you are smart enough to subtract it. So this is 36 degree. So GEF is over, AGE is over. Now I have to find out the next angle. Next angle is FGE. FGE. This angle I have to find out. This is how much? Now it's very simple, children. See, angle AGE and angle FGE, they are linear pairs. Now these two angles will add up to give 180 degree. And if they add up to give 180 degree, then 180 degree minus 126 degree, that will be the measure of GEF. Of course, you are smart enough to calculate orally also, but oral answers will not give you marks in the exam. So because of that, you should always give written answers. So what I'll say, angle AGE plus angle AGE plus angle EGF is equal to 180 degree, and the reason is linear pairs. This angle plus this angle is 180, this is 126. So how much this will be? So AGE is already 126 degree plus EGF I have to find out is equal to 180 degree. So this angle EGF I'll get it is equal to EGF is equal to 180 degree minus 126 degree. So 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 2 is 5, and 1 minus 1 is of course 0. So dear children, I have got this as 54 degree. So this is how we can find out the three angles. I repeat once again, what we have done is we have found this first 36. How did we find 36? Actually here the first one that we have found is what? AGE. AGE, we have taken these two as alternate interior angle. Next they asked you this one. This one is 90 plus this much, or 90 plus x is equal to 126. So this is 36. Now these two are linear pairs. So this plus this should be 180. Out of that, if this is 126, this has to be 54. So this is how we can solve the third problem. How we can solve the second problem? I always tell you that whenever a problem is given to you, underline the key points. In this problem, what it says, in the figure 6.32, so this is 6.32, AB is parallel to CD. So what I'll write here is, it is given that AB is parallel to CD. This is not my words. It is given, and you can call it as first equation. And the next thing that is asked to you is how much? Given to you is PRD is equal to 127 degree. So that also we can note it down. Now the question asked you is, what is the value of x and y? See here children, from the first sentence itself, we are getting the clue. AB is parallel to CD, and you can see here PR is the transversal. PR is the transversal. AB is parallel to CD and PR is the transversal. So in that case, what happens is, you see, angle PRD will be equal to angle APR. Just once again, I want that you should pay your attention here. This angle I am talking about. This angle, you see, this angle is equal to this complete angle. So it is forming a Z here. You can see the pattern of Z that is available here. So Z pattern is followed. So what I say is, angle APR is equal to angle PRD. So angle APR is equal to angle PR D, and that PRD is equal to how much? 127 degree. It's already given. Now this angle APR, it consists of two angles. What are those two angles? This angle plus this angle Y. So what I mean is APR can be written as angle APQ, angle APQ plus angle QPR, plus angle QPR is equal to 127. Now this angle APQ is already equal to 50. So this 50 plus Y is equal to 127. So Y is equal to 127 minus 50. And 127 minus 50 is 12 minus 5 is this one. 7 minus 0 is 7. And 12 minus 5 is 7. So this angle is equal to how much? 77 degrees. So dear children, I have got Y is equal to 77 degree. Now the next we have solved the first part here. Second part here, what is the value of Y? Now the next part is what? You need to find out the value of X. So if you need to find out the value of X, you can use the exterior angle theorem. What is it? Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. So what I mean to say here is angle PRD, this is the angle that is outside. Angle PRD is equal to angle X plus angle Y. Why it has come into existence? Because exterior angle theorem. We are using that exterior angle theorem. So here you see PRD is how much? 127 degree, and this is equal to how much? This is equal to this angle, this Y is equal to how much? 77 degree, and you need to find out X. Now if I transpose it to left hand side, then what I'll get is 127 minus 77 is equal to angle X. So this angle X is equal to 7 minus 7 is 0, 12 minus 7 is 5. So angle X is equal to 50 degree. This is the solution. So dear children, before I conclude, I would like to tell you, see, I have adopted only one method of solving the problem. If you know the properties of alternate angles, if you know the properties of linear pair, if you know the properties of sum of angle sum property of a triangle, then you can solve both these problems by at least 3 to 4 different methods. So the homework that I want to give you is explore all those methods, because if you refer the reference books, I am sure that these methods may not be there, some other method may be there, but answer will be same. So for practice purpose, just open your reference books, practice as many problems as possible by different methods, and as many different methods you apply, that much of practice you will get. So children, you do all these things and just put your this information in the comment box, and if at all just orally also this problem can be solved. If this is 126 and this is 126, then alternate interior angle is there. Then if I have to find out this much, then this is already 90. So 126 minus 90 is how much? 36. That I have got it. Now the third one, what I want? EGF I want EGF. So these two are linear pairs, and if these two are linear pairs, out of which if one is 126, this has to be 54. So see, fine, these things even can be calculated orally also, but when you are solving the paper, you are supposed to give written answers, and when you are writing written answers, you have to give logical proof for all those things. Here also this problem can be very easily solved orally. For example, if this is 127, then this whole is 127. This is 127, this is 127. Out of which, if this is 50, then 127 minus y. So 127 plus 127 is equal to 50 plus y, and therefore you are getting y as 77. Then you need to find x. It is very simple. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of interior opposite angles. So this has to be equal to this plus this, and out of which if this is 77, then this has to be 50. So children, these two problems are important. I am once again repeating. It has come many times in the examination. So just go through this properly. If at all you are having any doubts, feel free to make comments in the comment box. Thank you children.